just want to explain who you are and what we're doing?
So, I'm Nick Sutliff, and I'm probably on my third season of archery, but this is my first archery kill here in Wisconsin. Haven't had as much opportunity to hunt the last few years, but this year I've been hitting a little harder and finally had some success. Got a nice little starter buck, a 9-point, and I couldn't be happier with what I got. So we're gonna go check them out now and see how things go. Where do you want to start?
Let's start where you shot it, I guess. Yeah.
Walk down.
Wow.
I can't stand it.
Look at the arrow. That's a good looking arrow if I've ever seen one. Pick it up, Pa. Blood on the stake.
Yeah, after I shot him, I couldn't see the nocturnal anymore. I heard it hit him, but I thought it was stuck in him or something because I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
But when I started coming down got like onto the ladder of the stand,
Let's see it glowing.
then I saw it glowing.
Put your arrow in. That's what rage do.
Yeah, he definitely would be a stud in a couple more years, but for a first archery kill, I will take that any day.
It's a pretty good buck. I don't think you can ask for much more for your first archery kill.
No.
So, first running cameras in the spring. I started a little mineral site behind the house just to get kind of intel, and he was the first buck that was showing up. He had about this much of growth, and I could start to see his brow tine curled out, and that's how he got his name Curly. So we've been watching him all summer. He's the first buck on our farm to shed his velvet, which was pretty funny because he shed still in August, which I thought was pretty early, but yeah, it just goes to show he was also amped up pretty early. Dad grunted him in October 12th. That's pretty sweet. And cool buck. All right, well, we'll go get him out get some better lighting tomorrow, and we'll do like a full interview. So thank you guys for watching the track job, and see you in the morning.
I got my first archery buck last night. I shot this guy about 15 minutes before dark. Probably about half hour before dark. I knew I only had about a half hour, and it was ideal conditions, and there should have been deer in the area, so I actually did a couple blind calls, and probably within 2 minutes later, a small little spike buck and this guy came out, came into the field at about 125 yards out, and I just kept ranging him. He kept inching forward. Finally got within about 30 yards, and I was gonna start preparing for a shot because I was feeling comfortable at 30 yards, and I think one of the other deer that were out there, there was 3 deer total, spooked him a little bit, and he kind of bounced forward, got on the edge of the woods in the field, and right behind some brush, so I couldn't get a shot. Then he got full body into the woods, standing there, so I actually did a couple more calls, and he did a pretty hard scrape. I was hoping he'd bounce back into the field to see what was going on, because I directed the calls out into the field, and he ended up just kind of walking down into the woods a little bit further. I knew I had a couple shots there, but it was going to be tough because it was all woods. But I got stood up and turned around so I could prepare for a shot if one came up. And sure enough, he stopped. I had about a 2-foot circumference through the holes of the trees, and it just was right at the kill shot. So I took it, and he maybe ran 50 yards and he expired. So turned out to be a great shot. It's a great story to tell, great story to remember, and I'm just pretty thankful for this for a first archery buck.